Hey!
Hey!
And we're live. So welcome to episode 8?
Yeah, episode 8?
Episode 8
That sounds good.
of the Renegade podcast, and this is the first local podcast.
Yeah.
Because bank holiday tomorrow, so we're over there getting drunk.
Woo!
Um,
Watching Overwatch League.
Yeah. So what, a stage 3 finals tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. Stage 3. We'll get onto that later. Anyway, we're gonna introductions. We've got a new person as well. So introductions going down here, and with Infinity War being out and being awesome. Actually, no. Quick disclaimer: the last maybe 10 minutes of this episode, 10-15 minutes, we will be talking Infinity War spoilers.
We'll let you know before we start.
We'll give you a good heads up beforehand. The last 15 minutes will be spoiler heavy.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, we'll give you warning. Don't worry, but we'll try and refrain from during the episode to talk about it. But yeah, so with Infinity War being out and being awesome, I'm gonna go down the line, introduce yourself, and tell me what is your favorite MCU film and why. Go.
Hi, my name's Stuart, and I'm Scott. And I don't know, I really should have thought about this. I think it's either going to be between Guardians 1 or Winter Soldier. Not a big Captain America film fan, but Winter Soldier was really, really good.
Yep. Yeah. Winter Soldier, a friend of mine described it as it's a good film because it stands on its own. You can rename all of the characters.
Yeah.
It would be a good film on its own.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You
Get rid of this thing, yeah?
You're gonna hit moving. All right.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It does.
But if
freak me
not,
out,
I
the
think
legs.
Guardians 1 as well kind of...
Yeah.
It felt so fresh when it first came out. Everyone was just like, I think Marvel was still kind of near its top, near its height.
Yeah.
And everyone was just, and it was just that kind of fresh, breath of fresh air. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Words.
Mouth
Yeah.
words are hard. It's fine.
So yeah, I cheated. I picked 2.
Alright, my name's Jojo. My favourite MC. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
No, I know who I am. My favourite MCU film, Guardians 1.
Guardians 1 was good.
Guardians 1. I really liked it. I liked the whole there are a bunch of misfits and then they get together and save the universe type of thing. And I love the soundtrack. It
Soundtrack
really
was
brought
good.
some I'd say nostalgia, but none of us were around when those songs came out. But it's got that sort of rustic feel to it. And futuristic, and it combines and works out really well.
You work out really well.
Thanks.
All right.
We're all going to pick the same film here, aren't
No,
we?
I'm going different. I'm going different because I'm going Civil War.
Ooh, okay.
I'm Stuart as well. Yeah.
You're the real Stuart.
I'm the real Stuart.
He's the real Stuart.
That man's
So
a
Civil
monster.
War, because when they announced it, I got worried that Civil War was the comic that got me into comics, because it was a good jumping point. Because everything that happened after Civil War happened because of Civil War.
Mm.
So it was a good point to start in the comics. And when I heard they were doing it as a film, I was like, okay, this is going to be brilliant. But they're going to have to get a whole bunch of different licenses to do stuff. And they managed to get the one that I was worried they wouldn't get would be Spider-Man.
The whole
Because-
Sony thing.
Yeah.
Because in the comics there's a very famous frame in which Peter Parker takes the mask off in public, like in a giant press
That's right.
conference. Because the whole thing with the comic of Civil War is that it's not about the Sokovia Accords, it's about superhero registration. And the fact that they have to register as superheroes, not become government agents, but they have to give up their secret identities, basically. And Peter is originally on Team Tony. And there's the famous scene of him taking his mask off at a press conference. And it's, "Hi, my name is Peter Parker, and I've been Spider-Man since I was 15.
Mm.
And that ends one of the comics. And the Civil War actually went on a break for a few weeks. And that was how they went on the break. And with that being such a monumental scene in the comic, they had to bring Spider-Man in somehow.
Mm. He's really one of the major parts of it.
Yeah.
And his transition over to Cap's side as well.
Mm.
Other people might not have seen, read the comic books. Should we fill this for later?
No, it's been out a while.
I know the comics have been out a while, but people that haven't seen it and that want to go see the movies.
Buy the comic.
By the comic. No. Well, it's one of the rare occasions where you can read the comic and watch the film at different points. You don't have to read the comic then watch the film.
Yeah.
Because they share the name, they share the same rough idea of splitting them apart. but
I never finished.
They stand
I
alone.
never finished reading it.
I have it if you want to. It's very good.
Hello, I'm Bobby, and I agree with all the movies. They're brilliant, but I have to say, Thor Ragnarok.
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 Ragnarok
Yeah.
was good.
It was nice.
Oh,
It
see, if
was-
Ollie was here, Ollie would say something about that pronunciation of that.
But
It's he says that it's Ragnarok or something. It's not actually Ragnarok. There's a different
Ragnarok.
pronunciation.
Yeah, it's
Isn't Ollie a geologist?
Yes. But apparently in Norway it's pronounced differently.
Geologist?
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce Ragnarok.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
Ollie,
have that.
Ollie did tell me, and I can't remember.
How to. So why did you like
Anyway.
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Well, it was a little bit mixed because you had a whole bunch of different characters. You have the Valkyries. You have like a little bit more of the story of Thor.
Yeah, I guess it
It's
did
a
go.
little bit
It kind of went
too
into the backstory a bit more.
Yeah.
More like a family issue, sort of.
Okay,
yeah. Well, technically it did, didn't it? The Hera.
it's
Really good character, actually.
I like her. She seems to be cool.
And what's his name? Who's the?
Oh, Korg.
Yeah, Korg.
Korg's amazing. I love
I'm
Korg.
Korg.
Oh, mate, I'm Korg. This is me.
And,
I'm the guy made of rocks. No need to be scared unless you're made of scissors. Just a small rock paper scissors joke.
it's so awkward.
It's the bit that guy.
That's
he was,
the director,
He was
though,
played by the
isn't
director.
Yeah.
He was played by it's Taika Waititi, I think.
Yeah.
I think they pronounce it. Such a good character.
I love the. He goes, "Oh man, we're here to rescue people. You can get on my ship. You can come with us."
You go with us? Oh no, Mick's dead. Oh no, Mick's dead.
Anyway,
So good.
that was a good film.
So good.
If we can't find it,
That's fun.
I will find out from Ollie for next week's podcast.
I've got it here, but it doesn't say
He
how to
has
pronounce
actually. He told me in a WhatsApp conversation. The problem is we've
You
had a
can
hiatus,
play the
so
it. It's audio in US. I'm guessing it'll just
It's-
say Ragnarok.
We'll find out.
That's
For
not
we'll
really-
find out for next week. We'll find out for next week. So moving on. News.
Oh.
No,
Ragnarok.
that's
Ragnarok.
American, but then they say
Right.
Iraq as well, don't they?
Point. So on to the news.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun dun.
Is that the news noise?
That is
It's
my
also
new noise.
Captain Scott.
It is Captain Scarlet.
Captain Scarlet news. Dun, 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 dun. So there's an issue with Amazon and Sony.
Yes.
This came up a few weeks back. Just before, it was like a few days before God of War came out.
All right.
Because this almost affected us. So you can't pre-order Detroit Becoming Human. Is it Becoming Human or Become Human?
Becoming human, I think.
Becoming. Okay. Which is the new. I want to say film. It's not a game.
Negotiator game. It looks really, really good.
It's not just negotiate. It's
It's
David Cage. I keep wanting to say Nick Cage, but no. David Cage game. He's the guy who did Beyond Two Souls. And,
Yes.
The other one.
Heavy Rain.
Yes. So his games sort of, they're almost Telltale-esque, I find.
Yeah, it's very kind of, it's story based.
Yeah, it's very sort of options and
Mm.
whatnot. But they always look very pretty. So Becoming Human and the Spider-Man game from Insomniac that's coming out later this year. You can't pre-order them on Amazon anymore. Which sucks. So we're hoping there's not some issue with Sony and Amazon. That you also couldn't pre-order God of War from up to like a few days before its release, because we pre-ordered it like a month before it came out, and then this whole thing came out. So I actually contacted Amazon. I was like, "Hey, I see you can't pre-order anymore. Am I still getting my pre-order?" Like, yeah, it's fine. Like, we'll announce what's happened later, and still nothing's happened. So
That old chestnut.
yeah, I'm kind of
I've never had any luck with Amazon and pre-orders though.
really.
Never ever, and I don't think I'll ever do them again because I think I've ordered about 3 or 4 things in the past like 3 or 4 years, and I've kind of tried it, got cross, gone somewhere else, and then like a couple of months or like a year's gone past, and I'm like, oh, I'll try Amazon again. I like their exclusives, and they always either too much, they oversell,
Right.
or it never arrives on the date that it's meant to.
That's us.
Oh yeah,
And
that's So true.
And it's just, and there's nothing as infuriating as a gamer when you pre-order something you've been really looking forward to and having to wait longer than everyone else because you paid money for something already.
Yeah.
And it's just, well, it's like,
it's very expensive, their exclusives. Really, really expensive. For what you get.
Yeah. The one thing with Spider-Man is that also in the UK, you don't have to order from Amazon. There's still game. There's one called Base as well, which we used for Injustice last year.
I think so.
Yeah, we used that for Injustice last year. They were really good.
Are you Shop 2?
I've used Shop 2 once.
I've always got it. I've never gotten anything past this date. I always get it on date of release. And on a couple of occasions, a couple of days before. So I'm not saying anything about it, but it's quite nice when that happens.
Yeah, I had one thing arrive the day before. I forgot what it was. Gosh. It was Borderlands 2. I had that arrive the day before. And I was like,
that's a good game.
Yeah, really good game.
Yeah.
We should go back to it. Yeah, we started.
There is 4 of us now.
We started co-op Borderlands 2 a while back.
You have Borderlands.
I do.
Yeah.
I have number 2.
Borderlands is going to be my next tattoo. I'm getting eventually the posh claptrap.
Oh, nice.
The banker one.
Yeah.
That'll
be cool.
Eventually the next one down here.
You're in the ninja one.
What ninja one? What ninja claptrap? No, you have top hat claptrap. Classy claptrap.
Come on, Stuart's more of a.
You're classy.
I'm a classy fellow. So No Man's Sky.
No.
So we're back to this, aren't we? I mean,
we're back to No Man's Sky.
It comes back like a bad rash.
Bad smell.
I enjoy No Man's Sky when I'm playing it, and then I stop playing it, and I don't have any urge to go back.
You don't miss it.
I don't miss it, but I see
it's not a good sign of a game, though.
I see it on my PlayStation Hub. I'm like, I should have that at some point.
I kind of get you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it. I don't like all of what's happened and everything. But I love the promises that we were initially told. I want a game like that. And Star Citizen turning out to looking like it. But wait, we'll come back to it. We're going way off topic. But you get that No Man's Sky fix, and it's like, I really want to make, they put new stuff into it, like base building and all that sort of jazz. And I literally went, okay, I'll give it a go. And I just found myself into the same habit of I'm just shooting lasers at rocks, and I'm like, I'm bored now.
I can't even find my friends.
It's like my friends are somewhere apparently.
I can't find my friends.
But and it's like, oh, I want to build this. Oh, I don't have enough of this material. It's like, oh, I don't have enough of this material. I've got to fly to another planet and collect more rocks.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, I can have a space freighter. What do I do that? It's literally just a giant box in the sky to put stuff in.
Although, saying that, I've got back into playing Elite Dangerous.
I've never played it, and I don't want to play it because I know I'll play it too much.
I just got a passenger ship, and so I can now give people cruises. I had one refraining from language person.
Bleep.
Yeah, one language person who it comes in like, this is a rich person. He's very picky. Like, he might ask you to do other things. Like, all right, should have tagged because it was an incredibly high amount of money for a very simple trip.
Right.
And it was like, so
what
like
did the man
4 jumps that way. He's like, oh, I want to go 20 jumps that way. I'm like,
no.
Great, all right. So I go that way. He's like, why are we out here? I'm like, because you told me to. You told me to.
What? Is this another player?
No, it's not. It's an NPC. And he's like, oh, okay, I want to go over here now. It's like, 20 jumps that way. I'm like, I don't have the fuel for that. Go away. So I just abandoned the mission and dropped him out in space.
Yay.
Did you ever
still got his money, so it's okay.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Did you ever...
I lost money.
There was another game. It's really, big. You needed to sink a lot of time into it, which was Eve.
Eve fascinates me, but it bores the hell out of me when I play it.
See, I played a little bit. I'm with you. I watched my friend play it, and he was big into Eve. He had ships. He was a pirate. He had his own little space station out in the middle of nowhere, and he would go and terrorize people, blow up their stuff, and steal all their cargo and stuff. And it looked amazing. I was like, I really want to play this game. And when you played it, and he was like, he was running him through it because I was like, if you don't teach me how to play it, I can't play this game. Yeah. It's too much spreadsheets and tables and stuff. And he sat there with me. He goes, okay, do this. You level up by not playing the game.
Yeah.
You literally
you set stuff going and turn it off.
Yeah, it's basically like if you want to learn, the whole Matrix. I want to learn how to fly a chopper, and he's like, boop, 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 yeah, I can fly a chopper. Eve's exactly like that.
Yeah.
It's I want to learn how to pilot this cruiser. Come back in 48 hours. You literally wait there, and you get a little guy. You can set your email up so you get an email out just say that you finished learning a skill. My friend used to play by learning skills and then going to sleep and waking up or setting alarms to wake up to set new skills.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
But
That's dedication.
Yeah.
so going back to us actually on the topic of No Man's Sky, it was a PlayStation exclusive. It was PlayStation and PC or just
Steam,
PlayStation?
yeah.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
yeah. But it's coming out for Xbox One in summer. But the launch was.
Well, that might be a lie too.
Ooh. Too soon, maybe.
You know what? Scott and I got it on Steam, and it just a palaver after a
No Man's
palaver after a palaver. Yeah.
My biggest funny thing about it is they covered up the multiplayer thing.
Yeah,
with
they
a sticker.
stuck a sticker on top of the packaging.
Did they?
On my
Yeah.
game, I've got the case next door. They if you look under the thing, there's a sticker that with the whole
Multiplayer
over
thing,
16
yeah.
multiplayer,
Yeah.
Fear, drugs, or anything like that. The warnings.
ESRB.
Yeah.
The initial one says multiplayer, and they stuck a sticker over the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
That's really
Amazon Italy, I think.
Yeah.
They actually gave an exact release date of June 29th. Will anyone buy it after the whole palaver?
I think people still will. I think there are still people out there that don't know about the No Man's Sky Gate, and everything that's happened about Cake is a Lie Gate as well.
Okay, is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just winging it as I go along. Everything is just
I'm still waiting for
I
Bill
don't know.
Gates to screw up so we get Gate.
Gate.
Um,
Isn't that just a Bill Gate?
yeah, we get Bill Gate or the Gate. It'd be amazing.
The Bill Gate Gate.
So yeah, so let us know would you play No Man's Sky again on the Xbox One?
Like when it comes out, knowing everything that we've just discussed, if you already had the game, would you be willing to go back to it? Or if you haven't had the game, would you buy it?
So again, with games being released, something that's near and dear to your heart, Dark Souls Remastered
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
has been pushed back on the Switch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah. Why?
Because I was really excited about it. Don't get me wrong. When it first got announced, I was like, oh, I can't wait. Dark Souls, my favorite, the best one is going to get re-released.
Is it the best one?
It is the best one.
Okay.
It is the best one. And all it needs is just a touch of old controls and stuff. But it's a remaster, because it's just going to look prettier.
Yeah. Look
That's
pretty
fine.
run better.
Run better. See, I initially bought it on PS3, and I loved it. No, PS4, sorry. And I loved it, and it was really good. Jumped over to PC when the DLC pack came out, and I was like, I'm going to play it on PC because I've got a high-end PC now. It makes more sense to play the game I like on PC. And unfortunately, it didn't fix it. It was a really bad port, and it settled down to the internet having to result with the DS Dark Souls fix. Free file, just download it in, and it makes the game run 60 frames per second.
Nice.
Makes it look better. Fix connectivity so that you can actually play the multiplayer. And it's free.
Nice.
So we did a compare video online of the remaster to the DSX fix.
Yeah.
And the DSX fix actually still looks better.
Ooh. That's not good.
And for not being funny, something that's now going, oh, 60 frames per second. Like I played it at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's on the Switch though. It's just
That's the only thing
Is it-
I'm
you
tempted
can
to get it
play
by.
on the go.
I might pick up a Switch version because it'll be cheaper, and I can play it on the go.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that I might pick it up, but I'm not going to rush to the shops to get it. It's sad because I love Dark Souls. I really do. I just not gonna. It
I never thought I'd hear
You
you say
don't
that.
like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
that. So what Stuart's pointing at is a signed Dark Souls poster that Dando and Hoy from Renegade got you for your birthday. So he didn't actually buy that. That was a gift.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah. but
don't
still.
like Dark Souls. I mean,
Oh no, you can't tell me that he doesn't like. He doesn't like.
I love the Souls. I love anything from ROM Software. It just sounds like it feels like a cash grab.
Did From Software do the mech game? I forgot what it was called.
Front. Fuck. Sorry.
Language. Drop the F-bomb.
That was Joe.
Yeah.
And we all heard it.
Oh my god.
It was, but there was, I think it was from Software where it
Front
came-
assault.
Yes, and it came with like a big battle pad that you had to have to run it.
Yeah, the older ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. It was
Front assault of old.
You look
No.
for it. You
It
put those
was-
for those then, because I think you're getting really bad lighting.
Am I
It
getting
was
really bad
great.
light?
Yeah.
Can you not see my pretty face?
Wait, scroll. I'm under there. Scroll.
No.
Scroll the news.
Scroll.
Scroll.
Oh, sorry, no, not my drink.
Is that better?
The,
Someone's falling behind me. Ah,
the food from
The meat.
The Monster
meat.
Hunter meat, not the Monster Hunter meat.
not the meat.
But
So.
Cool. So onto what we've been
Oh,
playing.
that's better. We can see.
What have we been playing, Stuart?
We've been playing Sea of Thieves.
Really? We have. We certainly
We
have.
also have.
All of us have been.
It's
playing
what we're
Sea of
basically
Thieves.
doing.
Yeah, we've all been playing Sea of Thieves.
It's what we're going to be playing tomorrow.
Oh yeah. So.
It's why we're here. It's sort of why we're
Oh,
doing
you brought it?
Do you know
Oh,
what?
I didn't know.
My mother came over to visit us last week, and I said,
Not your
okay,
mother.
my mum, my poor mum. I love my mum. I love my dad too.
I love you, mum.
I love your mum. She's pretty.
Actually,
cool.
yeah, I actually do
Pretty
love your
cool.
mum. She's really
she
nice.
seems to be sweet.
Hi mum, in case you're watching this, because I know
She might
Dad's
watch this.
now got access to our channel and he's subscribed.
He could be.
Hi Dad. Anyway, so my mum came over just to do some errands, and I was like, okay, fine. We're playing some games, so you know it might just be a bit of a weird setup. So she came around. She was like, "Where are your friends?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, Stuart and Bobby are in the living room playing Sea of Thieves." And she was like, "I thought you were playing with them." I was like, "Yeah, Scott and I are in our room playing Sea of Thieves."
We're not being antisocial. We just don't
It
like
It
those
just
two.
didn't work out putting all of those monitors and all those all together, because
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves is cross-platform.
Yep. So it's cross-platform. Oh no, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cross-platform.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just playing on the
I was thinking like
It's part of Microsoft's Play Anywhere.
which is
um,
good. I wish more games were like that.
so.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the new stuff it seems to be. State of Decay.
That's the way forward.
Yes, that looks fun. State of Decay 2.
You're
Cross-platform.
gonna get it.
Yeah, of course. yes.
Okay.
Okay, just a quick, like, not podcast thing. Is that a real bird or not?
No.
Okay, 'cause
that was a real. Okay, again, like this
Where's
is
the real
just Stuart discovering how flat.
It is. I very rarely hear
It's
it.
not- Okay, if that was a real bird, it's been there since like 2009.
I think it's dead.
Or it's just
It's dead, yeah.
petrified. It's petrified. It's petrified. It's
Right.
made out of stone.
Okay.
It's petrified.
So yeah, we've been playing Sea of Thieves. When you have people to play it with, it's
fun.
really fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
did. I can admit, it did suffer with a lack of content to begin with, and playing like I played with you, Stuart, a lot. Like when we played, and that was good fun. But I think playing with a full crew before just makes it.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
It's
And
more.
funny.
It's much more interactive. Yeah, and it's quicker to fix things like bad parking.
Stuart sucks.
Stuart, you're not allowed to park anymore. I have to park the ship now, and
Oh
I'm like,
yeah. Please.
stereotypical Asian girl parking, and I still park better than you. I haven't even punctured the ship once.
We haven't locked anyone in the
That's
brig
true.
yet.
Not
I
yet.
think someone's trying
No.
to get you a captain's position, Stuart.
I have the captain's hat.
Yeah. I
I think
don't.
we're
I
gonna.
think that Joe is very
Woo!
I'm sorry. I've seen Scott get locked in the brig before.
Yeah, we locked him in the
I locked in the brig. And
We
it,
locked him in the brig.
Why is that?
We locked him.
why did I? Oh, I shot the chicken.
Yeah,
No,
it wasn't. You shot the
No,
chicken.
you
It
shot
was-
the chicken
it was
after.
the pig. We
It was
thought
a
we
pig.
killed the pig.
Yeah. So,
See, I'm owed money back
no,
for
no,
unruly
no.
being.
In their defense, I did when you guys were like, "Where's all the animals going?" I was like, "Did you have to feed them?"
You did.
And then you ignored me.
Because
You
you don't need to feed the pig. You need to feed the
You
pig.
need to feed all of the
You
animals.
don't, yeah, but no, you don't need to feed the chickens.
You know?
No,
No,
the
they
chickens,
do
but
chickens,
just the
just-
pig.
the pig.
Pigs and snakes.
And it's just like, why is that a thing? Surely they would introduce you to feeding the chickens first to be like, oh, you got to feed the animals. Oh, that makes more sense. I get a pig, I got to feed it. No, feed the pig. The chickens, fuck them.
By the way,
Oh my god!
I don't care.
By the way,
Can you just
so
not?
going back, I found
Oh, he's got
the
back.
armored. It was Armored Core was the name of the From Software
Right.
net game, and that's the controller that
Oh,
you could
nice. That's pretty
cool.
sweet as control.
I'd buy that.
Show that to the camera.
All right, hang on.
Go on, do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
Yep.
Where are we? There. So that's like a full flight stick, like dual flight stick and 3-pedal setup
See, I
to play, and it only works with this one game. It only works for.
Amazing
I'd buy
Game
it.
exclusive. I'd buy it. It's sweet. as.
Now it needs. That reminds me of when we went to Japan and they had a Gundam arcade game. But
What?
you get
Yeah.
into
You're
the
in the
pod
Gundam.
and
What?
the pod You have like a full control thing in the thing, and the pod moves and circles, and it's like on a gyrosphere.
Oh, hang on, no, this isn't not when I went with you. You went with something.
No, it was that.
Was it?
Yeah, we looked at the queue and we went, nah.
You did do it. He did get to do it at a different time though. And
I didn't know. I didn't even get to play it because I looked at it and it was one of those things where I was like, I really want to play. I'm a big Gundam fan. I was like, I really want to play this game. And it's like at the same time, there's big queue, and I don't mind queuing, but at the same time, don't know how to play it. So I'm either going to put my money in and come straight back out, which would suck.
Oh, that it basically sounds like Pacific Rim.
we need to get a Gundam game,
Yes, we do.
like in the UK, like in the arcades. But there's not a lot of arcade stuff these days.
Talking about an arcade, we have to go.
Go back to Namco.
15th.
Yeah,
Is the last day.
Wait, what?
so we went a year ago.
More on this.
We had a day off, and it was really nice. We went into central London.
No,
And
we went
in-
for geocaching. And
Yeah, that's what we went geocaching. And
Geocaching.
so geocaching is basically a giant
Really
game
nice.
of treasure hunt.
Yeah.
So all around London.
Oh, yeah,
there are
the
these
boxes.
These
Yeah.
little boxes or little like film canisters that are hidden places.
Okay.
And there's an app you can get called geocaching, in which you'll get a clue as to
This
like
is
you'll get a rough
actually-
location and then a
Okay.
clue, and it'll be like, okay, find
And
the
there's
canister.
kind of read.
But it's a really good way of seeing the hidden parts of
Yeah, like
places and like
we
seeing
found that
like
little
natural
church.
places.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
Because
my
they
god,
kept
this
in all these
church.
type of hidden
Yeah.
That was annoying.
there was this little church around the back of this street that we'd never seen. And it's like, oh, this is really cool. It's like this tiny little one-man church, and it
But
was
it's
one-man
so
church.
hard to
The
find
church
them.
of me.
Pretty much like this tiny little like
So
Like a
didn't
small
see a church.
park with a church and everything.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
lovely. And it was like, there's one, it's like opposite the wall by the pipe, and we're there for half an hour trying to find this little film canister.
It wasn't half
What's
an
in
hour.
the
It
And
was
then in the
entire
film
hour.
in the film canister is a bit of paper
But your next
that
geocache.
you like write your name
Oh,
and
yeah,
the date
that's
on,
Yeah.
and then put it back in. Like, hey, it's been found on this day.
It
And you
was
sort of
really
look like
funny. We
when
had
were the
like
last
3
people to find
people.
it, sort of
It's like a really nice way of tagging yourself
sort of, yeah.
as opposed to spraying your name on a wall. So you just write in
But some other ones you get different sizes as well.
Mm.
So you
Yeah.
get some that are quite big, and you take a whole bunch of little stuff with you,
And
and you
just-
say,
yeah.
okay, I took out a coin that was in there,
But I put this
and I
back in
put
its
in
place.
a little figure, like
Yeah.
see how far your little thing has travelled, and you log. Okay, I took out the coin, so the coin is now wild, and then like, okay, I put the coin back in a different one. So the person put the coin in goes, okay, my coin is now over there.
Oh, okay.
So it's something to do on
That's
like a really hot
interesting.
day.
Yeah.
It's quite fun.
You're a big nerd.
I know.
We're all big nerds.
We are.
But yeah, so we were doing that, and we were like, let's take a break. So we went into Namco Station.
Yeah.
Okay.
By Waterloo.
So the old town hall building, I think it's called.
No idea.
So opposite House of Parliament there, and like in between House of Parliament and the London Eye, there's a giant building. I think it's called Town Hall. But underneath is a giant arcade.
That's
And
really nice.
we went there about a year ago and spent way too much money. And
That
we
was a
got
different thing.
a ton of tickets. But you can save them for a year.
Oh.
So
And we
we're like,
still
all
So
right.
as long as you
Like
go
the
back
tickets.
again within the year, you can get more tickets. Than
Yeah.
Exactly. So
I
that's the
think
plan.
that I still have it in my.
I think it's a new one.
I've never
Yeah.
been.
But
I should go.
that's where we got
Yeah.
our.
Well, I
Is that
wanted
what-
to go
oh,
back to Namco.
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah. So we spent like 2 tickets worth. Well, not 2 tickets. Like we spent a little bit and we got 2.
I was wondering where you were going with
There
this.
are my keys. We got little Pac-Man.
Oh,
Mine is pink.
So
yes.
she's got the pink one. I got the blue one.
You're Pinky.
Yeah, and I got Clyde.
How about close the orange one?
It's Inky, Blinky, Pinky. Oh yeah, so this is Inky. Inky,
Yeah,
Binky,
you're
Blink-
Inky.
Inky, Binky, Blinky,
No, Inky.
Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
No idea.
I think it's. I completely forgot the names of the Pac-Man ghosts. There's definitely Inky and Pinky. and Clyde.
We've not done well.
Someone
This-
help
Help!
him.
Help!
Help him.
I think we're having a stroke.
Oh my god, do we need to act fast?
Front Mission Evolved. That's the other game by From. No, it's not From
No.
Software, but Front Mission is another mech game. It's really,
Yeah, I
really
thought it
good.
was.
Yeah.
You guys
Um,
are doing so well.
So talking of mech games, actually,
We're remembering
Battletech.
things. Battletech. Yeah, things we're
Battletech.
playing. Yeah, so
Battletech. Is
we play
fun.
Love Sea Thieves. Play Sea Thieves.
Yeah, play Sea of Thieves. So
Yeah, it's really nice.
Battletech. It's a game. It's an old miniatures game actually, from like way back early '90s, late '80s. All based around mech combat. And there was a Kickstarter out a few years ago to make a video game of it, and it just came out last week.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Really,
So good.
Really good.
Very in deep. I've only got
Oh,
through
yeah.
the first mission.
I've done a few contracts, but I probably learned a lot within like the first few things, and now I just need to scrub and go. I'm going to take all this knowledge and replay again because I did awfully.
Yeah, I have screwed up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, if you like turn-based combat, if you like mechs, it's basically XCOM on drugs because it's a lot deeper than XCOM. A lot deeper. You have a lot more customization, a lot more movement options, attack options, stuff like that. So if you like turn-based strategy, you'll probably like BattleTech. I hear there's a few issues with it on Windows 10. There's been a couple of black screen issues apparently.
Okay. If there is, I haven't heard anything.
The developers have found out and they are working on fixing
They're already
it.
working on DLC.
Really? Damn. Monster Hunter World.
Hoy's not here.
Hoy's not here.
Hoy's not here.
Hoy, if you're eating Korean barbecue
And baking.
Then
why?
Stop playing
Why aren't you playing Monster Hunter?
she is. She just she's in the background, and then she
The
goes out
alarm's
the house.
going off, and then we're not there to tell her that her baking alarm's going off.
What is that noise?
What's that noise? Oh, it's my oven. I'll be right back.
Actually happened.
True story.
Well, actually, no. So Bobby had the day off today.
Yeah. I was trying to wait for Hoy so we can play together Monster Hunter because I'm
you
afraid.
had to wait for Hoy.
Yeah, because Basil was there.
We're stuck on 2 tempted bases.
And
Yeah,
I saw her
Oh,
like she was online without playing anything.
Yeah, she's lying. She wasn't playing Monster Hunter.
Oh no, she's like that. She's probably baking.
It's weird.
Yeah.
She's baking.
Unless she's watching anything in the background.
I don't know, but it just like she was on and just not doing anything. Like, Hoy, I'm not playing Monster
Hoy's there but not there.
So the event's finished now, right?
The cool yes, it finished at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. this morning. It finished.
Ha!
Did you manage to play any of it?
No.
Oh, it was good.
It was
fun.
nice.
It's not bad.
You got a good couple of weapons out of it, a really good armor set.
Thank you.
Did you get the gems in the end or not?
No, because I didn't play it.
Oh, desire sense.
She was just missing.
You got desire sense.
You're missing two
Two
gems.
gems.
Yeah.
For the whole set.
Yeah.
You might be able to, if you get gold tickets though.
No, you can't meld them.
Oh no, that's mean.
They have said it will be coming back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We'll get it back then.
But I have really nice guns.
Yeah, the weapons you get out of it
Legendaries.
are actually pretty good. Because they're randomed, like the what are they called? The ones in 4. Oh, no, not 4. Cross.
Yeah.
Shut your face. What are you talking about?
The one on the DS. I think it was
Right.
Was it-
The latest one.
Yeah, the latest one was
Okay.
Cross.
Yeah.
No, Generations.
Yeah.
Generations, where you went on the expeditions and you came back with like random relic weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
It was the same as that, where like you leveled up the mission, and
Okay.
the better the level of the mission, the better the weapon chance was of stuff. So you get random rolled weapons, but the higher the mission, the better the rolls were, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like,
But I fight like level 1 and I get like 2 rare 8.
well, you're just insanely lucky,
Yeah, that's
No.
true.
right?
I think it's just women because every time I play with Joe, and I'm going to call women out on this, but every time I played Monster Hunter with Joe, it's like, oh, here we go. Oh, I've never done this quest before. 4 rubies in one quest. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't need them. That's nice.
But then what did you do when you played Overwatch the other day?
I I know how lucky Joe is, and again, I don't know if it's a woman thing, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, here, I'm playing Overwatch, Retribution stuff, and I'm
Is
like,
that
I think that it finished. Right?
okay.
Yeah, I think we're twisted.
So it's like,
I think
all I
so.
wanted was the Sombra skin. That's all I wanted.
Oh.
And Joe, I know how lucky Joe is, so I was like, oh, I'm going to get some of her luck. So I just rubbed the luck off her, and then clicked the button, and I got it in my first box.
Wow.
So he discovered this at Hyper Japan, didn't you?
Yes.
Very, very long time ago when it was like Christmas market at the Olympia, and there was one of those little raffle things where they put the different balls in the little tiny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The ball in the tourney.
the different coloured balls in the little tiny we're not doing very well this week. You know what? Do you know what it is? It's because we've not had a podcast for the last 2 weeks. That's why.
Yeah.
We've been really drunk.
No, that was last week.
That was last week.
Last
That
week
was
was my birthday, so we were allowed to be like.
Sorry, what are we doing after this?
Getting drunk.
Yeah.
That's after this.
Yeah,
After this.
that's Overwatch League.
Yeah, Overwatch League, man.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Overwatch League.
Continue the story, wench.
So he was like, "Hey, you're like a lucky cat, Joe," and then he went, "Just let me borrow some of your luck." And he came up to me and was like,
I do this anytime I go to do anything, and I've done it a couple of times. There was another place in it was an art shop in Expo, and I was like, I really like this stuff. And he goes, but if you paid so much, I have Japan, you can roll a 20-sided dice, and if you got high, then he gave you a bunch of like stuff, and some of it was like model like esque sort of stuff, really, really expensive stuff. And I was like, hey Joe, so I need to roll this dice, and I'm like, cool. Literally just like not graceful. Roll the dice, natural 20. I'm like, thank you very much. The guy's like, nutty.
my first MCM Expo.
Yes.
My very first one. They had the Tokyopop stand.
Okay.
And they always used to have a raffle on. And I bought one ticket, thinking, you know what, why not? It was like £2 a ticket.
Yeah.
I was like, why not? So raffle comes around at like closing time. Everyone's crowded around. And like the grand prize was this they did these like varsity jackets. There's only 5 of them in the world. And like the head of Tokyopop has one, and like the CEOs have the other ones and stuff like that. And this was number 5. And you know, the guy goes around, pulls out all these numbers for like little prizes and stuff. And there was this cool belt buckle as well. And the guy next to me won the belt buckle.
Oh, cool.
And he was like, yeah, that's cool and stuff. And I was like, wait for this to finish, you know, I'll buy it off you if you want.
Yeah.
Like that. And then I get the jacket. I bought one ticket.
He probably wanted to do swap with you.
And that's the thing. He went over to me later and went, so buckle for the jacket? I'm like, no.
No way.
I bought one ticket. There were people there with like strips of them. And I had one ticket and I won the jacket. And,
I remember I was wearing it a couple of times.
Yeah. And it is the warmest jacket.
That's true.
It's so warm.
Winter jacket.
It's toasty. But it's got like the big Tokyopop logo on the back and number 5
Nice.
on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Speaking of toasty, Conan Exiles, we've got back to that now.
Yeah, someone's playing that.
Yeah, so
What is it?
it's like
It's Conan.
it's like art
But
versus
Exiles.
Conan, in like it's in the middle of the desert and stuff. You have to just survive.
It's
Alright.
It's basically everyone knows Ark.
Yeah.
So dinosaurs, survival kind of game. It's basically set in the Conan universe,
Ark.
but yeah, make a character, go survive, and it's okay.
Is this the one that people threw a big hissy fit about because you can see people with dongs?
Yeah.
So
There's still like so there's a setting now for full nudity or partial nudity.
there was
What's
always
the
a
difference?
So partial
Is it you only see like
okay.
you just see the balls?
So
Oh my
partial
God.
nudity means that the girls are covered up and the guys are covered up from the waist below. They have a little loincloth. Full nudity is just no horse barred.
It's just like helicopters.
And also there's a setting for the length of the man.
Yes.
So far,
No.
so many people have been haunted by the, enlarged breast slider on any kind of MMO, but now we
There's
have
a
an
large-
endowment bar.
They had that in the Saints Row series as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Saints Row character creator, if you created a woman, it was called they had a really funny name for it as well.
Okay.
But there was like bulge size for the guy.
Oh, see, well, this isn't the bulge size. This
But,
is
no,
the
but then you could
everything
also
down.
just take everything out and it
Oh,
would
for
just
God's
dangle
sake.
free.
Nice.
And we're talking like down to your knees.
Yeah.
Nah.
So this is like with
Jesus
Conan.
Christ.
It's like if you die, you start off again in your bed, your spawn point wherever, without any clothes. So then, at one point he died, and then I just came out of my little hut that we'd built, and I just saw this
This naked bearded man run through the
swinging
desert. I'm
everywhere.
like, here I come with my third arm.
You're like, yep, I died and I'm happy.
It's literally.
I literally just saw the back end of him, and this 3 legs.
all,
Everything else.
all I have in my head
Funny
now
enough,
is greased up naked deaf guy from
Yes.
Family Guy.
It's you say that, but it's more fun because we had to run back to your corpse to like get your stuff, or back to our house just so that we could get all our stuff back. You end up doing that thing through games where you just run past enemies and they chase you. So I was getting chased by like various other naked dudes who were also like NPC people, and they're naked and they're chasing you. I had hyenas running after me, and then after one point I was like, right, I've lost the people, I'm doing well, and then I'm like, oh god, up ahead, going up this mountain, the hyenas are still behind me, I see giant cobwebs.
Oh no.
And then you go further up and you get giant spiders come at you. And so then I'm like running away down this cliff with giant spiders chasing you. At that point, the nudity kind of wears off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to get eaten by spiders.
At least they nerfed the spiders now, haven't they?
Yes.
They've nerfed the spiders so they don't spit poison at you and like just end cap you.
Yeah, you get destroyed.
Yeah.
It's actually quite. I'm enjoying it now that it's coming out of early access soon. So like within the next month. It's been on for a while. It's getting released on PS4 and Xbox within. I think it's this month or next month. Sorry.
Cool. Look into that. Crossplay.
Crossplay.
No, we are not cosplaying it.
I'm not cosplaying that.
You're gonna need a big subway for that.
Jeez.
Anyway, no cross-platform.
Yeah, cross-platform play.
Unknown.
No, I don't know.
All right.
We'll look into
that could be cool.
But yeah, no, Conan is the new art.
I'm gonna if we do play that and possibly record it, I'm gonna need to learn how to censor stuff in there.
It's just the beginning setting.
No, because I don't trust him.
Oh, I
No,
see. You're just gonna have to get a little picture of Mr. Poopy Butthole from Rick and Morty.
Oh no.
Or Missy.
Look at me. So what have you guys been watching?
We got back into Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Season 2.
On Netflix. I love
it.
it. So Neil Patrick Harris is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The casting's really well done. You will see some familiar faces. If you like Tim Burton-esque type of feels, it has that gritty kind of slightly gothic, very faded and yet dark feel to it.
Okay.
Who's the actor that plays Joe from Family Guy? You know the guy?
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the narrator.
He's also Kronk.
Yes, he is. And he's my favourite character from that series.
I know. I love Kronk.
There's a pop figurine of Kronk.
Yeah,
they're bringing out the
Anyway, way off track.
I love Emperor's New Groove. It's possibly my favourite film. It's one of my favourite films.
I went to the cinema to see it.
I hadn't even heard of it until my sister.
I think that was like that was my first date in secondary school and stuff like that. I took her to see that film.
And you're like, this is amazing. She's like, he's taking me to see a bloody Disney film.
I didn't care. I like the film.
I tell you want to cosplay.
Yeah, I'm a llama again. Wait.
Wait a minute.
That's such a quotable film.
Llama face.
But yeah, Lemony Snicket is okay. But definitely go watch Emperor's New Groove.
I've been turned into a cow. May I be excused? Yes, you may. Anyone else want to be excused? No, we're good.
But yeah, Lemony Snicket definitely. It's on Netflix. Really, really worth the watch.
Yeah. How about you guys?
I've been watching Westworld. Finally.
Ooh.
Season 1, not season 2.
Well, that's where you start usually a series.
Yeah, no, but season 2 is coming out at the moment.
Right.
Westworld, it's so good. I'm only 3 episodes in. Yeah, I just saw episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I am confused, and it's brilliant. I love it.
For me, it's too weird.
Oh, it's great. It's nothing like the film. If you've seen the film, they take the basic premise of it, but everything else is completely different.
Okay.
It's quite weird.
So what is it, sci-fi?
Kind of. So, far future, there is a theme park, I guess, called Westworld,
Right.
which is a giant Western civilization, like cowboys and Indians kind of Western.
Okay.
And you can pay a ton of money and go there, and you can do whatever you want because the whole town, the whole city, land area, is populated by robots that are so lifelike that they don't know they're robots.
Oh wow!
So they're like androids, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. And it tells sort of 2 stories at once. It tells like the behind the scenes story of the people behind Westworld, and they're trying to fix a problem, like a glitch in the code that. So at the end of each person's narrative, which is their story that they go through, they get reset and they go back to the start. So it starts with one of the characters called Dolores, who is the farmer's daughter, and the episode starts with her lying in bed and waking up, and then The episode ends with her waking up again and just going through the same story again. But when people interact with her, like real people, the stories change slightly. But then when it gets to the end of it, she goes back to sleep.
Right.
And wakes up
the next day and starts the same thing. So when you come into Westworld, you can, go to this person and get a story. But if you go back to Loris, you get the same story over and over.
All right.
It's
very Groundhog Day.
But you can do whatever you want to them. You can murder them. You can, murder, rape, and pillage the whole 9 yards, and do whatever you want. It's sort of like a way of almost stress relief, I guess, for these people. But there's a glitch in the code that means that the androids are remembering things, but they see it as dreams.
Oh, that's creepy.
And it's them working out was this real? Like, they start remembering things and feeling things, and I think some of them are starting. I think some of them are starting to realize that they're not real.
Yeah.
But they're also wondering, like, well, what am I? And so it's like I said, I'm only 3 episodes in,
right?
And it's brilliant.
That sounds like that's really pulled you in already.
It really has.
It's one of those things that if you start to watch, you have to finish.
Yeah, it's like season 1's only 10 episodes.
Okay.
And I know season 2 is airing at the moment. It's HBO in America and Sky Atlantic over here. I think that's usually what they air stuff on. And I know it's been picked up for season 3 already because it's just so popular and so good. Season 1's got Anthony Hopkins in it as well.
Oh, nice.
He plays Henry Ford, who's like the creator of Westworld.
Okay, then I can start to watch it.
I bought it on Amazon, so it's on the Amazon account. It's brilliant. Watch it.
Okay. So we found Agretsuko has been released on Netflix.
So good.
So that's made by Sanrio, who are the same people behind Hello Kitty, and it's about a red panda girl, who she's an office panda, and she's very sweet and stuff, but she's got this sort of alter ego where her sort of stress release is to go to karaoke and just sing death metal, and she gets like the whole death metal makeup and like the really angry voice. It's really awesome, but there is actually a plot to it as well, isn't there?
Yeah, it's it just follows her life. It is good, and that's my mind blank. No, it's just
you liked it.
I really liked it. It was, and for like 15-minute episodes, what
That
can go wrong?
should be.
It
That sounds really cool.
I'll show you later. It's really good.
Allegedly, what do you say about it?
It's you.
It is.
It is you. It is literally you.
Do you go home and scream death metal?
Sometimes.
Case in point.
Are you nice as pie at work, but really want to like stab a bunch of people?
Hey, I work for the NHS. I have no comment.
But you're not answering my question.
Basic NHS response.
Oh, he went there.
Yeah,
No, I really like it. I think it's quite a sweet little show, and the episodes are very short as well.
Yeah, they're like
it's
15
like
minutes.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We blitzed like the series in like 2 days.
Yeah.
How long is the series?
12 episodes.
No, that's One Punch Man. Which we also.
I'm sure it's like 20.
No, I think it was like 20 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Wow, that for me is like a day watching.
Oh no, but they're really, really short episodes. They're
like
really
15
short and
minutes.
sweet things, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Talking of short and sweet, you introduced me to Gudetama. The actual animation of Gudetama.
I'm not even sorry.
Whoa, what's this podcast turned into?
It's brilliant. I love it. Have I shown you Gudetama?
No.
Oh,
No, I
we have to show you
That was a
Gudetama.
lazy egg.
We got to show you Gudetama later. You'll recognize it. It's like the little lazy egg thing.
Look over your arm. Look over your arm.
Look at the
desk.
coaster.
Look at the coaster.
The coaster's on the table.
No idea what. Oh my god, that is.
That's Gudetama. It's the lazy
It's
egg.
a lazy egg. It's just a lazy egg.
Wow.
So
You've been watching Shameless, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Shameless.
Basically, for 1 week, I watched 4 seasons.
Jesus.
So
That's commitment.
and there is quite long. It's really funny and sad story. I'm basically crying and laughing at the same time. I recommend it because I don't know why I'm recommending it. It's really nice. I cannot stop to watch it, but it's quite sad. They're basically 6 kids that alcoholic, but they're going through some funny situations and a lot of nudity.
Is that?
And drugs.
That was one that Gendry was in.
Okay, I'm just going to break it down. I've not seen it, but you started with 6 kids and their drunk ugly dad. A lot of nudity was the next sign.
Yep.
Yeah, it's basically 13 years old. It's already want to do old.
Yeah.
It's
okay. It's a
really
little
difficult.
disturbing sometimes, but
they're already like taking drugs.
No, it's the US version.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a US version of everything.
Yeah, but it's a lot better actually. It's got William H. Macy in it.
Do you
really?
know?
Yeah.
Oh no way!
He plays the dad.
Yeah. He's a drunk
And
dad.
he's brilliant in it.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It is.
It's also
Where did you watch that?
Netflix.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Shut up.
How many seasons is it?
So everything
8?
that we've been watching so far is on Netflix. Right?
Yeah, go to
Amazon.
Netflix.
Amazon.
Oh no, we have
Oh.
got
Westworld's on Amazon. I'm
Also,
sorry.
Thunderbirds is on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're watching
Well,
that too, and that's
actually-
really good.
No.
How is Scott turned up yet?
No, he's so dead.
So I have 2 theories about. If you're not caught up with Thunderbirds, I'll go. If you don't want to know what's going on,
Turn away now.
Look away.
We'll do
look away.
this signal when it's done.
No, we'll be like, it's done. You can listen again. So theory number 1.
Cloning Bay?
No, he had a really horrible one the other day as well, which I can't talk about at the moment. No, don't say it.
Tell him about your dream, Joe.
No.
I had a dream where
Anyway,
Scott Tracy was alive.
Stop it.
I'll tell you later, Joe.
No,
Alright.
shut up, no. This is why we can't have nice things. So theory number 1, there's a guy that works for the GDF he's a bit of a dick actually. I don't
And it's
like
Scott
it.
Tracy?
No, I reckon it started off as a separate guy, and I reckon that he's using the same technology as the Hood to go undercover to catch the Chaos Crew. You need to catch up.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I
I got the Hood out of that. I'm like, Chaos Crew sounds like Team Rocket.
So we can catch up before.
They're basically Team Rocket, yeah.
Oh, but they're like.
Do they blast off again?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah, they do gas a lot. So I reckon that because the last 2 episodes I realised Thunderbird 1 is not in the hangar. It's gone.
He's dead.
Spare
Shut
parts.
up.
Dead.
No.
It's been deconstructed, Joe.
The second theory thing that I had.
Theory things.
I can't make words.
Is this
Can't
the
make words.
Is this the dream?
No, shut up.
Oh, okay.
Is that the development crew did say there is a mid-season finale
Dun dun dun.
that is going to basically compromise international rescue, and it is going to involve like a family member. So
He's dead.
Oh.
He's dead.
he's not dead.
He's dead.
There is no
Totally
dead.
such thing
Confirmed.
dead.
Totally dead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
apart from that, season 3 is going really well. Lots of feels. Virgil's getting a lot of airtime, which is he's a fan favorite anyway. But he is turning into a bit of a dickhead. He's turning into a bit of a troll.
Brody even left.
Oh well, bro does lift.
Just Bro left.
Bro does lift. There is a
Okay.
question about bro lifting later on in the
Okay.
podcast thing, but bro does lift.
Brodo left.
Headline of the week.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this was fantastic.
Yes.
So I found this one, and
Blah, blah, blah.
Blubby, blubby, blubby.
Blah, blah, blah.
Jack
you guess
Whitehall,
what-
Jack
can you-
Whitehall's going to be crying.
Can you guess what the headline is?
Okay, quick thing. Do you know what Mr. Blobby is?
Oh, she's the perfect person to ask.
Yes.
Do you know who Mr. Blobby is?
I'm not quite sure.
Mr. Blobby.
Okay, so imagine a giant diseased penis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I showed
She
you.
gets it from that. She gets it from that.
He knows what Mr. Blobby is.
No, I showed him Mr. Blobby once.
Oh,
It's
okay.
that is the
So
weirdest
Mr.
thing
Blobby's
ever.
coming back.
Noel's
No.
house party's coming back, and that's
Yeah, no one
it.
cares about
So
that.
is Mr. Blobby. Like, did you just spit on my arm?
Yeah.
No one cares about Noel's house
excited.
party. No one cares.
Do you know, nobody
Everyone-
cares about Noel Edmonds' house.
Everyone
party.
wants the
Everyone
blob.
Mr. Blobby. They
Why?
want the beat.
So
Everyone,
weird.
They want
everyone
the
wants the blob.
They want the beat.
You want the, she wants the beat.
Blah, 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 blah.
apart from Jack Whitehall, because he's terrified of Mr. Blobby.
Blah, blah,
Me
blah.
too. That's so
fantastic, I love
weird.
It's a
Blobby.
complete normal fear to be afraid of him.
It is a little bit terrifying. It's coming at you going,
He's a national treasure.
I love
Do you know,
this.
like, and then he just has a little hissy fit and starts making really high pitched
And then he goes sad, and then you do feel sad for the mutated thing, don't you? He like sulks off, and you're like, oh.
That's no.
So I found another one. That
A what? Another
Is-
Mr. Blobby?
No, another headline.
Another
Okay.
That is, it's just. Have you ever heard of the Darwin Awards?
Yes.
So
Love
it's
it.
people that die in just stupid ways.
Yeah.
And this man just deserved what was coming to him. Man dies trying to take a selfie with a bear.
That is not.
Did he get the selfie?
I hope so, but there's a picture of him lying on the ground with a bear over him, and he's got his phone like this, like, hey! And the bear's about to maul
You
him
say
to
that
death.
it's a Darwin Award.
Yeah.
But if he got the selfie, is it the selfie? The Sophie?
Selfie.
Selfie?
The Sophie.
Why words? What is in this?
Water.
Water.
You sure?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
But it's, oh,
But yeah,
No,
no, if
but
he got the
that's so
selfie, then I
dumb.
think he wins.
so dumb.
what was the guy from? What was the last guy? The last guy was last year's was the one at Yellowstone.
Oh,
wasn't it?
the zoo.
No, last year's was the Yellowstone
Harambe.
one. No. It was the guy that decided to have a bath in a hot Caesar spring thing and
Oh, killed himself. Yeah.
died.
Ah!
And then
No!
was it his sister tried to fish the body out and she fell in and died too or something?
What?
But anyway, it was yeah.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of the director that recently died because giraffes sit on his head.
What?
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 A giraffe sat on someone's
How have you not told me about this? To Google!
Well,
To Google!
It was literally like 2-3 days ago that I read it. Basically,
Yeah.
it was like, I don't know what happened. He went to a safari.
Was he trying to hunt the giraffe?
I'm not
'Cause
quite
in that
sure.
case,
I
then he
just
deserved it.
read that. Basically, it was
Oh.
the giraffe sitting on his head.
Man, that's a really I was gonna make a horrible film.
Do it.
So that's a really shit way to go.
I can't find it anywhere.
Well,
but that's fantastic.
Technically, the giraffes are eating 80% of the time, so
Yeah,
they
you
didn't
don't
realize what was
Oh.
happening.
And he just sat down on some dude.
Can you imagine just walking along?
Keith, Keith, you've got something stuck to your butt.
Okay,
Give me a
right.
second.
This is a. If a giraffe wears a necktie, does
No,
it wear it at the top or
no.
at the bottom?
I think it runs it around like a hula hoop. All the
Well,
way
it
down.
but it starts at the top.
Yeah.
Well,
But no, well, gravity would say that you have to start on the top though.
'Cause it would run
Let
down
it
the
slide
neck.
down. Unless, you know.
Technically, you could have it.
You
It could-
see?
It would
I
be
just-
okay.
I just read that,
Oh,
and
was it Mike Judge?
Yeah,
Damn.
I think so.
Is that legit news?
I don't know.
Give me a second.
Okay.
No, Mike Judge is still alive. Mike Judge is very alive.
I think
news.
it doesn't matter because if the tie sits on the torso, then it looks right.
Yeah. But
But
on a
then
giraffe.
you always put it at the top of the neck, don't you?
Well, no, because we don't put it there.
So what do people at home
Yeah, we
think
do.
about this?
Okay, so
we want to know what
yeah,
How
you
do you
think
wear your
about this.
ties?
there.
On your neck. At the bottom
Not
of your neck.
there.
You put it on the bottom
Okay,
of your
so-
neck.
That's
Unless
not
you're trying to kill yourself, you put
All
it
right.
at the
What's
bottom.
the under your chin? That's
People- Answer this question. If you were a giraffe, or if you were putting a tie on a giraffe,
if you wear
would
a
you
giraffe.
put it at the top of the neck or the bottom of the neck?
If the giraffe wears you.
Go.
You're off where you.
In Soviet Russia, giraffe
Where
were you?
How
my
are we
God.
doing on time?
Anyway, so upcoming videos.
Upcoming videos. So me and Ed from Clear Blue Skies, we recorded some Frostpunk last week, I think.
Frostpunk, that's depressing.
It's so
Oh, you
depressing.
just started playing that.
I did stop playing it and it is depressing.
It is very depressing. Hoy finished the first campaign.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I have it.
So we recorded 2 videos in that. I'm gonna get around to it at some point this week. So they should come out, and anything else that we record, I will put up because I now have a little more free time, so
Woo!
I can get back to editing.
No, you're
And-
not.
and
You're
also-
playing TNT.
And also my computer is now amazing, and it actually renders things not overnight. It does it in like
Yeah,
an
and you
hour.
have better internet now.
Yes, I have better.
That is.
I will no longer.
We haven't even been able to like
So long, 50k dial-up
Yeah,
to it.
56k.
buy dial-ups do it.
56k. Stuart has gone.
What about you?
He is now 50
Beaten to
meg.
death with war
He's now at
bags.
least 50 meg. Oh, here we go. Giraffe kills director Carlos
Oh, that's a different
Calvaro?
person.
in heartbreaking accident as he films Animal.
Unless
Oh.
there's a
He was filming an
picture.
ITV series.
I hope they're not going to show that bit.
Oh no, it headbutted him.
Oh,
It didn't sit-
oh, well, that's
it
how they fight, though.
It headbutted him and it sent him 16 feet in the air.
Jesus, but that's how they fight. When you see them,
Yeah, they go like,
yeah, they literally
Yeah.
they butt the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, well, that would have killed him outright.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
Damn, son.
So upcoming events. So next up is
So
MCM London.
MCM London will be finished this time in 3 weeks' time. So
Jeez.
yeah, just under
Wow.
3
I have
weeks
3
into
weeks.
MCM London. Excel,
Me too.
you'll be there. I'll be there. You'll be there. You'll be there. Hoy will be there. Luke will be there. I have no idea who else from Renegade.
Everyone will be
Everyone
there.
will
Everyone's
be
doing
there.
that. Everyone will be there.
We'll try and put videos up at the end of the day with at least a couple of us in there and just give you a roundup of what's going on. But yeah, looking forward to it. Just not looking forward to the caterpillars dangling from the trees.
Oh yeah, it's caterpillar
Especially,
season, isn't
well,
it?
no, we've got those terrifying caterpillars that have invaded now that
Yes.
shoot their hairs out and can give people anaphylactic shocks.
Awesome.
Which is
No.
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it was on the
Sweet.
news. There was like a
Brilliant.
deadly outbreak of these. I don't know where they even came from, but these like awful caterpillars with really long white hairs on them,
I
and they can
remember-
actually.
I
inject
forgot
them
about
out.
You
Expert
become the
caterpillars.
crappiest superhero.
Caterpillar man.
Hive man. Australia, if you're going to like break out knives after that.
Then we've got Hyper Japan afterwards.
Yeah,
Japan.
Middle of
13th to
July.
15th of
Yeah.
July at
Yeah.
the Olympia. Then
Now we're looking for LFCC on.
Are you?
I thought we were going
Go to Hyper Japan for
I
one day.
don't know.
Hyper
Just read
Japan's
the
good. I reckon
Okay.
Hyper Japan's
Yeah.
good for 1 day at
Cool.
least. Oh well, just 1 day is actually good enough. But 13th to 15th of July at Olympia, not at Tobacco Docks. Don't go to the wrong place.
Lady Bid's going.
Yeah, Lady Bird's going. Do you remember we had that?
Oh yeah, Ladybird. Awesome.
Yeah, Lady Bird's going to be there,
Yes.
just announced.
Oh, actually,
Following
sorry.
week.
Going back to MCM, I actually had a look at the guest list.
Yes.
For MCM.
Yeah.
It's really good. Holy
Yes,
crap.
so apparently, so what I heard down the grapevine is that they are under new management now. So Anthony Daniels has just been
Yep.
confirmed.
Felicia Day
Yep.
has been confirmed.
So we've got Overwatch Zarya,
Zarya,
Mercy,
Genji, and
and
Mercy.
Yep.
Yep.
Deadpool 2,
Domino.
Colossus,
Domino.
Domino, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Best name ever.
David Hayter as well.
Is he actually confirmed?
Confirmed
He's-
they are actually selling tickets for him.
Yes.
The
I will
guy
be
that
buying
did
tickets.
Tidus from Final Fantasy,
I keep wanting to say it's Jeremy Bosch, but it's not.
It's not. Yeah, but he does other stuff.
Yeah.
but he's been on a
Ha 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 ha!
Please don't do that.
Worst scene ever.
Best scene ever. Get him to record it.
Yeah, but the,
Oh, no,
I
I'm
had a-
just gonna. If I
Yeah.
receive him,
yeah, I had a rundown of the guest list, and
it's a really good guest list.
really
I reckon they're probably going to do that. They did last year as well, and probably announce someone really big as well. Again, a couple of weeks beforehand. So last May was Donnie Yen,
Oh yeah,
and that was
probably.
announced like a fortnight before. So maybe in the next coming week we might have another one.
We'll have
Who
to
knows?
Stay tuned
That's
for
a
that
good
one.
So we'll let you know.
Maybe we'll have some information next week
Yeah.
on that one.
Moving along.
So LFCC.
LFCC is the week after Hyper Japan at the Olympia London. Again, lots of guests. It's massive.
I haven't actually seen the guest list.
It's huge. Lots of people from Game of Thrones,
Which
people from
one?
Aliens, Star
LFCC
Wars.
and Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Everything.
Vampire Diaries, Alo Alo.
Oh,
Yeah, Alo's got 3 this year.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Original series Thunderbirds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Um,
What else was it?
I don't know, you're
Selfie,
on the
Loads, loads and
Yeah,
loads.
she was just like
Lots.
reading off a list of it. I'm like,
So if you're
Wrestling.
planning to go to Olympia London and you want to meet these guests, do take a lot of money with you because they
Oh,
will.
yeah.
You will have to pay for autographs. You will have to pay for photos
Actually, I
Um,
saw
to do that.
for the Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley, it's like 160 to like photos.
Michael J. Fox
autograph,
was
and
like
everything.
100 plus. Sigourney Weaver was over 100.
With both of them talking for a while.
so
So
you got
yeah,
MCM,
definitely look into that.
MCM Manchester.
Yes, 28th and
The
29th.
same weekend.
Yes, so that's gonna. So if you're in London, LFCC. If you're further up north, MCM Manchester is at Manchester Central, 28th and 29th of July. Saturday and Sunday. Then RTX. Who's finally going to RTX? Yeah, Stuart's
Finally
going.
got his ticket. Finally got a ticket.
So that's 15th and 16th of
and
September at the
they
XL.
actually they had a AMA on Reddit recently with the live events team.
Yeah.
And they had a whole bunch of stuff for RTX London saying that the hall size, they've got another hall now.
Oh, good.
Plus
What are they
another hall so to
Yeah.
spread out more stuff. So
Oh,
it's not as compact. And also they've got another one just for queuing
Cool.
as well. They have a dedicated queuing.
They did have a dedicated queuing one on Sunday.
Okay, well they've got that now.
Good.
Like the whole weekend.
Good.
So they have actually learned a lot from last year.
That's good to hear that they're listening to their fans and they're working with them. It's always good.
They're opening a London production
studio.
office.
Yes, they are.
That'd be cool. But they had another little AMA about it. And they were saying like their first thing is to improve the store.
Yeah.
Because the English store sucks.
It does.
It really
It's
sucks.
awful.
And
We
then,
always feel so cheated when we have a look at it and then look at the
Yeah, and just like, oh, hey, look, America's got this site. And we're like, cool.
we don't.
actually, I had a really good interaction with the RTX, the Rooster Teeth US store.
Mm.
So they just had their 15th anniversary sale, and they had a like a limited edition poster.
Mm-hmm.
That if you were the first 100 people, you got a holographic one that was signed. So quickly put that in the basket. Got a whole bunch of other stuff, including this hat, and paid for it and whatnot. And then I got an email a few days later saying, "Hey, we're sorry, but the holographic one sold out." They were into like there was an issue with the store that meant that they oversold it. Like they forgot to put a cutoff point on it.
Yeah.
So like, here is $10 off of the basic one that you can buy, and we'll ship it for free as well. We're really sorry. So I like customer service that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we screwed up. Have something back, not just our bad.
Well, that's
not like the Jerry Anderson store, who sat on a pre-order hoodie that I ordered in February, didn't ship it out on the day, blamed it on the weather, found it was snowing, and then just couldn't tell anyone about it. Customer service was rude, just not even. He just didn't care, and he's the head of customer services, and finally got shipped out. I think 2 weeks later, after the event that I wanted to wear it to. And they've only just closed the ticket last week on my birthday.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, so that's how. And Scott's ordered stuff from them before for my birthday or for Christmas, and he's always had problems with them. Just not great.
Ooh, sucks.
So yeah, at least Rooster Teeth doing something right.
Yeah.
All right. Should we?
Yes. Then after that is Eurogamer.
Yes, EGX, 20th to the 23rd of September, Birmingham NEC even. I don't know if anyone's going.
Possibly.
I planned to, but then RTX happened, so I kind of had to choose for EGX.
I think RTX will probably win that if you've not been before.
EGX is brilliant though. If you're into your games, if you're into, because they always have a lot of new releases.
Yeah.
Like because it's just after E3 as well, which is actually not even like 3 weeks time.
Yeah, right. It's coming up.
Crazy. And so they announced Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and then they had it playable at EGX that year.
Okay.
Because it was coming out in November, but they had it playable like 2 or 3 months later at EGX. It was the first playable thing. They had, when I was there, they had Mirror's Edge Catalyst that had just been announced, and they had it playable there.
Okay.
The queues are a bit long, so get there early, pick out like 1 or 2 games that you really want to do, and then queue for those. If you are big, I would buy a weekend pass, get yourself a hotel nearby.
NEC's got loads of hotels nearby.
Like I stayed at one nearby. It was like a 5-minute walk to the convention center.
And even if you're travelling in, the airport's there and the train station's there. So
like
really easy
I stayed in this one little area that was train station, airport, convention center, hotel.
And lots of good food around there too.
Pretty good food.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Birmingham, but yeah.
Should we rush through the questions? Because we're how much time we got?
So Q&A. So do
Do
this
you know
quickly.
what we could do a separate thing for Avengers Infinity War.
Yes. Okay. Well.
I think that would probably work out
separate video.
So
we'll
don't panic. Don't worry about running away. We'll do a separate thing about Infinity War just because we don't want people to get spoiled by accident.
We're running out of time.
Separate video.
Yeah.
So Q&A. Darren, what games in any generation have you been most disappointed by? Sorry about
Oh, Stuart, that game.
that's the fizzy drink.
Yeah.
Has a demo shown the best level of a dire game? I'm looking at you, Siphon Filter. Or being hyped up despite being absolutely awful. Cough, Bloodborne, cough.
Wow, you're not our friend anymore, Darren.
Darren obviously has no taste in games.
So first of all, hi Darren.
Hi Darren.
How's it going? No Man's Sky. Lol.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
we already
what we
spammed
talked
No
about
Man's Sky.
earlier,
What
so-
else?
Yeah, we can spam it
No,
some
it's
more.
fine. Okay, fine. Evolve.
Oh yeah, we
Ah,
never
Chestnut Evolve.
Evolve was good.
was
It
good.
was good. And
They
then they
just
took a
marketing
in and made it
ruined it.
ugly.
Yeah.
And they literally hid everything behind paywalls, and then they just took everything away. And it was just
Everything that everyone had paid for, they just basically gave
sad
up.
times.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with those two for the aforementioned reasons.
Never played Siphon Filter. Why would you play Siphon Filter when Metal Gear Solid exists?
I need to go back to Metal Gear 5. I need to
Yeah,
finish it.
stick with it.
I need to
It's
finish
alright.
it, yeah.
It's alright.
I've been disappointed by. I don't know. Without the obvious. Well, okay, I want to say Mass Effect Andromeda just because I
That is
I'm
weird.
but I want to go back to it.
I
Just
didn't
because
hate it.
No, I didn't hate it, but it got hyped.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
definitely
it
got
was
overhyped.
overhyped.
Had a
Because it was Mass
big,
Effect.
yeah, it had a big thing to follow.
Actually, no. I take that back. Destiny 2.
Wow.
Because Destiny 2, I really enjoyed Destiny 1. Not to the point where I was like, grinding out my nightfalls every week and doing my daily challenge and whatnot. But I would go back to it, once a week and, do a couple of challenges and whatnot. Not hardcore grinding and whatnot.
I played
And I
Destiny
was
2
so
the same
excited
way.
for Destiny
Yeah.
2. I was so excited for it. And went through the story. The story was good. I actually enjoyed the fact they put in a story
Yeah,
that made sense. It had a nice start, finish,
yeah.
done. It was nice and close. And then I was like, all right, now what? And there was no end game.
There was
There was
nothing.
no end game stuff. And then
But didn't Destiny 1 have the same issue though?
it did, but the expansions actually added stuff to it.
Yeah.
And they added decent stuff that made you want to come back. I played Curse of Osiris and finished it in like a few days, and then I was like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
There was no added
Shame.
stuff. Like, there's the raid, but I don't play it a lot with other people. I like to play it solo. So
I
the-
hate people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a social person.
And which in Destiny 2 they did actually allow matchmaking for the raid.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it because I didn't want people to be like, oh, you don't know what you're doing.
I literally sat with. I had some friends at work, and he plays a lot of Destiny. I've joined in with them a couple of times, and they're nice guys.
Yeah.
But they know exactly what they're doing, and I followed on the best I could. I did what I was told, and I followed on. I didn't make any mistakes or anything.
Yeah.
But the amount of commitment that if you want to grind out everything in the raid to get everything and do everything, it's just silly.
Yeah.
And it's just not fun after a
Exactly.
while. It's not something you can pick up and play. It's you sit there and settle yourself in for 4 hours.
And I have the season pass
Yeah.
for it. So
Why?
no, because it came. I got it with a bundle.
You got it with the button.
And Warmind, the second DLC pack, comes out next week. I don't even have Destiny installed on my PS4 anymore, I don't want to. So that was a waste of money.
Yeah.
Like Warmind, they're saying, oh, it'll add tons of new things. I'm like, all right, I have no desire to go back to that game anymore.
Anyone else? Any other games?
Anything highly
Okay,
disappointing?
everyone is looking at me.
We're looking at you.
Well, I have to say that it's Diablo 3. At the beginning, at the beginning I loved it, and then it was just started to be boring. Like nothing much happened.
Fair.
I
I
think
enjoyed
a
it.
lot of games have first come out and stuff like that.
Mm.
If you power through them, then you're like, oh, cool, nothing else.
And I was disappointed from Injustice.
And just for the record,
Really?
Yeah. Why they didn't put Constantine and
Oh,
put
okay,
the
all right.
Come on,
Yeah.
There's the DLC.
No.
The DLC for Injustice was
No.
a bit trolly.
No, that is just sad. Fact.
Yeah.
but Bloodborne's amazing. So yeah,
Yeah, actually, I agree with
it's
that.
good.
I've got it on my PS4.
Just get
I
better
know, I have
and
it as
you'll,
well.
you'll
Yeah,
enjoy
because
it.
I download it.
Oh, nice.
It's just like Dark Souls.
Yeah, if you get better at the game, then you'll probably enjoy it. So
Shut up.
Blood Souls.
hey, you like it?
I
but
like
you're
it,
just
but I
terrible.
rage so hard.
Yeah, but come on, look, people rate at Dark Souls as well.
It is the only game
Have
that
you
has
not-
made me throw
Have
a
you not
controller.
done that thing where you play something, you go, oh, I can't do this, you put it down, you go back like a week later and you do it first time?
No, because
Yeah.
I go back to it and I still can't do it.
No, because
No.
you go back in with a fresh mindset and
Just
you
do
just
a
don't
co-op.
get cross about it.
Play co-op the first time.
No,
Like,
because
you learn
I
everything.
want to be able to do it myself. I don't want to be carried.
You won't be carried.
Yes, if I play with you, I'll be carried.
Okay, play with me and die instantly.
Cool. We're in.
We're in.
We're in.
So
Tony.
so Tony's got two questions because we've had a little bit of a hiatus.
All right.
So
Hiatus.
hiatus. I see what you did there.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey Tony. So we learned in so she did say last week's, but it's actually last month's now. Last month's Thunderbird Go that Virgil can do at least 10 push-ups with Gordon on his back. Can any of you guys beat his record? Also, on a scale of John to Gordon, how good are you with delicate? So these are references to season 3.
Cool.
Hence what I was talking about. Virgil lifting. Yes, he does.
Okay.
He does 10 push-ups in the opening of one of the seasons, which obviously set all the fangirls off with Gordon sat on his back.
Well, I'm kind of Gordon's way, right?
Oh, please don't.
Scott.
You want to do it?
No.
Okay, bonus video for later. Bonus video.
Yeah, we'll do it.
No.
If you
Do
have
it
to,
MCM, do it
you have to
MCM.
pay £10 to my Patreon, and it's just a Patreon page, just me.
Scott lifts.
I'm not gonna finish what I was gonna say.
Scroll.
So, answering
so-
the question, so...
I don't think so. No.
I can do 0 push-ups.
Well, how are we beat his record as in, like, push-ups with someone of similar physique to Gordon on your back? Or just... Yeah, because I can do push-ups.
I can do 10 push-ups.
I can do...
Do I have Virgil's
I
power
really
loader?
can.
Well, we
I'm pushing up for days. I mean, look at this.
I've really bagged you the photo at MCM of, like, him doing stuff.
So it's funny.
But...
I look at that question and immediately in my brain I go, manual labour.
Alright, so what's the whole delicate?
Oh, so the delicate thing was Gordon's not delicate at all. He's just not.
Okay.
So I guess John would probably be the most delicate. Probably.
So we talking like just mentally delicate? Or
No, I think mentally
Physically-
delicate
physically
it goes
delicate?
from Virgil to Scott.
like physically delicate?
Delicate.
I know the F bomb because of that.
Like physically delicate? Like if we drop
No,
you'll
so
die?
as in like hands-on delicate.
Oh.
So like,
okay,
see,
no,
John's
okay.
very. Have you seen him up in space doing this little delicate boop boop?
Oh, he's very...
Beep, La la la. And then there's Gordon, who's just like throw everything everywhere. Nobody gives a crap.
Gordon. Yep. Just there. Done.
Yeah.
Yep, it was. Yeah.
Fast and hard.
What is that? That's a Virgil delicate, isn't it?
I am amazing at everything.
So you reckon you can do 10 push-ups with
With me on the back.
Stuart on your back?
Yeah, just pay £10 to my Patreon.
If like, okay, I'm not built for people sitting on me.
I'll sell you.
No.
Oh, stop.
Well, there's a gif of you and Ant sitting on me.
No.
£10 to the Patreon, you might see it.
I can do push-ups. When I used to do karate, we used to have to do push-ups on our knuckles on a wooden floor. So I can do push-ups. I just don't think I could do push-ups with someone sitting on me.
I went to the gym twice.
How is that? I hear that's weird.
Yeah, no, I went to the gym. We went for what, a couple of months?
Well, technically, I was more active than you.
Oh yeah, because I had work.
Yeah. Me too. I was working with you.
But I don't know.
When I was sick, I was going
could
to a gym.
Probably do it.
No.
I'm stronger than I look. I'm not
If you
strong by
sat
any means.
if you sat your
but-
clone on your back, could you do 10 push-ups? That's kind of like your own body weight on your back.
Okay,
You
imagine
do
me
push-ups.
sitting in your back and
No,
you're doing
shouldn't
push-ups.
do it.
Exactly.
Bobby?
Could you do it with me sat on the back?
No, I cannot do push-ups.
No.
That's why I'm
Also,
going to
I have a bad
classes.
back, so nobody should be sitting on my back when I try and
Same.
do any
It
sort of
might fix
exercise.
it. You never know.
Or make it worse.
Yeah.
It will make it worse, trust me.
Damn.
It will make it worse.
So the answer is no.
No.
And then on a scale of John to Gordon. No, we don't even know how this scale works. I don't know how
Like
this
what's in
scale
the
works.
middle of John?
So
to Gordon?
I would assume
Scott.
No, Scott's dead.
Wow.
He's so at the bottom of the chart, he's buried 9 feet under it.
Oh, dead
You can
burn.
find
And on that
I think you'll
note,
find it 6.
And on that note,
Yeah.
so
So Tony, just tell us what the
yeah,
scale is.
give us like a full like 5-man scale, and
5-pro scale.
Yeah,
And then
well, I don't want 5 men sitting on me.
or do you?
Or do I?
And on that note,
Tune in to Patreon.
we'll see you next week. Any questions? Send them in.
Yeah.
Anything you want us to talk about? Send us in.
We
Any
will
comments?
do the
Send it in.
Avengers thing at another point.
Yeah, we'll probably do it either after this or we'll record it tomorrow, and I'll get it up.
Well, I'm hungry now.
Alright.
Yes.
And
Food.
Overwatch League. So.
Overwatch League start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Overwatch League. So that's what we're all doing here. Overwatch League is on at
We're not
9
socialising. We're just going to stare.
it's on at 9 o'clock tonight. It's so Boston, the 2 LA teams, and I've forgotten who the other team is that made it through.
Soon.
So yeah, they're doing a new thing with the playoffs this stage, which is instead of 3 teams, it's 4 teams. So they're doing like proper quarterfinals and then a semi-final, no, finals, and then we're on to the last stage in a few weeks' time, and then into proper playoffs. So it's Boston and what is up with your app? Anyway, it starts at 9, finishes at about 1. But yeah, watch it. Watch it. It's great. I got these guys into the Overwatch League, and it's amazing. And on that note, we'll see you. Oh, hang on. New York. Boston actually are the only team ever to have a perfect stage.
Oh,
They didn't drop a single game.
Damn.
Yeah.
That'd be a good game.
And they lost one of their players because they touched a kid.
No, they were
Trying to touch a kid.
Anyway, on that bombshell, that note, we really
We really need to go.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.